This is going to be an altcoin individual analysis video. We're going to cover coins like Velo, Stronghold, ZBEC, AIOZ, XRP, XLM, Flare, Onondo, and XCN. So first and foremost, happy Good Friday and ultimately Easter weekend. Want to get this video out as far as these individual altcoins and a quick analysis on them, what I'm seeing before the long weekend. I'll be traveling as of tomorrow, so I'll be back in action likely starting on Tuesday. So let's get straight into it. So let's first start off with ZBCN. So as you can see here, we are still stuck in that belly of the beast, but on the daily chart, we do have two consecutive buy now signals coming in. We saw a flip of the market structure ribbon from red to green and now holding it as support. And we're finding a little bit of resistance at the 1 day 50 moving average and 200 moving average here around 0.001 to 0.00115. If we can smash above that level, our likely next level that we're going to head right to is the top of the belly of the beast. So that's at 0.0012. And if we can bust up and break above the belly of the beast and hold that with candle body closes as support, and preferably a weekly candle body close, then it's very likely we're going to get ready to maybe come test these highs back over here that we had set in late February. If we take a look, we have our high that we had set late March to the low that we had set recently. You can see here that this critical concrete zone that we got to break above is this 786 around 0.0013 to the top of the belly of the beast, which is around 0.0012. So getting above and clearing that zone, holding candle body closes above there, is going to open up the doors for us to double and go up to retest these highs back over here around 0.0022 and potentially even stretch further. If you were to ask my opinion, I would say looking at the momentum here on the 1 day chart, we are seeing a shift. If we can just see that pink get above the blue, we're basically flirting right now. We need to see a crisscross. We do have the momentum on our side, the stock RSI getting above that 50 line, the TSI crossing up, looking very similar to kind of back here when we bottomed out back in early January, basically all of January here. Let's see how long it took from when we consolidated here. It's about a month of consolidating before ultimately late January we started to try to break above, but we came back down one more time and then we sent it up. So let's see how long we've been kind of messing around in the belly of the beast. So from here, it's been around, I would say, from 30 days to this point right here, where we did see like a double bottom, just like back here. We did try to come up and then we came back down. We could classify that as this right here. So we could be at the stage, where we start to try to break up through this belly of the beast here like this. We could very well be at that stage like that, or we might have to come back down one more time like this, and then we can give it a shot at that point. So we're either there to break up through, or we're going to come back down one more time and then try to break up. So either from now to the end of this month to the beginning of May, I'd expect us to see a break through that top of the belly of the beast for ZBCN. In my opinion, I believe the low has been set. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm watching as far as that goes for ZBCN, but solid signals right now. So that covers ZBCN. Let's go into XCN. So XCN, let's take a look. So XCN had that buy now signal flash back here. We broke straight up into the hot zone, and where have we been finding support? It ain't no surprise that it's at the bottom of the hot zone, holding on tight. No sell now yet on XCN as far as this 1 day chart goes, but as you can see back here, when it did flash, that started our correction. The buy now signified our bottom. If we were to break down, I'd expect the market structure ribbon, this green ribbon plus the 50-day moving average, to hold as support. So I would say that XCN, worst case scenario, if it were to pop down, 0.0133 needs to hold that level. And then ultimately we need to come up and break above 0.028 and then 0.035. And at that point, we can see new all-time highs for XCN. XCN is looking very strong at the moment. We're seeing the pink and the blue, like the pink out above. Now they're just kind of like laying on each other. Very weird, but it's basically at this decision stage right now. Stock RSI has crossed up and we're above the 50 line, which is good. And the TSI is kind of, it had a big move up and now we're kind of going like this, which you kind of like to see sometimes. We just need to see, you know, as we get closer here, we need to see dark green MACD come in and this to kick up like that. And we know we're heading up to the top of the hot zone at that point. And we'll assess the signals at that point as well too. So looking very well as far as XCN goes. So now let's go to Flare. So Flare on a 6-day chart has prepared to buy soons. If we look at the past times we flashed buys for the 6-day chart, that was our bottom before heading up, bottom before heading up. The sells hit the tops before heading down, top before heading down. This is a 6-day chart. If we want to gauge to catch it a little bit sooner, we'll go down to a 5-day chart. Let's see if we're flashing a buy. Not quite yet, but 5-day prepare to buy soons, just like before. And just like back here, there was a buy here, and then we went a little bit lower, and then another buy. But this was pre-bull market. This was October, September of 2023, before the big bull market. So I would say the 6-day, 5-day should do it, but I'd say we could get even a little bit closer, like a 4-day chart, to get closer to knowing, all right, we could be ready to send it up. 4-day, 5-day should do it. Because looking back here, we did flash a buy September 2024. We did come back down a little bit and then another buy, and then we sent it. Just like here, buy, went down a little bit, another buy, sent it. So could it be that we'll flash a buy and then come back down again and then flash a second buy and then send it? That remains to be unseen, but we're getting close to this buy now signal flashing on the 4-day chart. And if we look at the 3-day chart, we already flashed a buy now and we saw it back here. You know, could we be kind of at this stage like this, kind of like what I was showing with ZBCN, where maybe we're not quite ready yet. We need to pull down one more time like this, and then we can go, you know, type of thing. But I do believe we are doing this correction a little more scrunched in versus last time. It was more kind of stretched out. So I believe we'll see the movements to the upside happen a bit faster. So could this be, you know, just one that we need and we can send it up? We'll have to watch the momentum, but right now the momentum on the 3-day chart, it's looking healthy to the upside. First time we're above the 50 line in the stock RSI since actually when we're back up here above like 0.025, when we're above the belly of the beast. So looking pretty solid above the market structure ribbon. If we go to a 2-day chart, let's look at that momentum in the pink and the blue. The pink is crossing above the blue as we speak. We had a buy now come in, market structure ribbon flipping from red to green. We're seeing a change of the tides, folks. We're seeing a change of the tides. It's either we're getting ready to do it now or one more down and then we go. But I believe the lows have been set across the board. In my opinion, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Very solid as far as that goes. So we covered XCN, ZBCN, Flare. Let's go into Velo. So Velo has had 2-day buy nows. 3-day is getting close to flashing, not quite there yet, but if we can, you know, stay where we're at for the next couple of days, likely we'll see that 3-day buy now flash. And we've seen that at these lows here, at these lows here, at these lows here, and then back here. So yeah, seeing that 3-day buy now, being on top of the belly of the beast and the 3-day 200 moving average as well too. Very solid to see that, and breaking above the market structure ribbon from red, just like kind of back here. If we see that buy now flash, yeah, to me, it's like I said, for all of them, it looks like either we're ready to go now or maybe one pullback down and then we're ready to go. But I believe the bottoms have been set. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You can look at even like this blue here. See this similar, like how the pink did it? You know, we have this across the top. And then as soon as we break down, you know, we saw a breakdown. And then for the blue, we see a breakdown. We're starting to do it. Then that would mean we'd see a break up. So Velo's looking like it's getting ready to go. The next one to go, in my opinion. Looking at the 2-day chart, yeah, we have those buy nows. The 5-day, we have prepare to buy soon. 6-day, prepare to buy soon. Let's look at the 8-day. Nothing there, but let's check the weekly real quick. And weekly prepare to buy soon. We haven't seen a weekly buy now flash since January 2023 bear market bottom. Insane seeing these signals where we're at in the market cycle right now. So yeah, very solid here. And wow, there's some good opportunity as far as Velo goes, because looking at, you know, even a break above this 786, which we're kind of getting held up at right now, 0.013. If we can find enough juice and sauce to get up to that hot zone, we're talking about, you know, potential 6.5 to, you know, 8 times to get up to the top of that hot zone. Incredible. So yeah, that's Velo. Let's look at Stronghold. So Stronghold, and I remember we were checking like the 3-day chart as far as this goes, and we're on gate.io. Yeah, so we want to see that 3-day buy now come in to know that the bottom has been set. We have 3-day prepare to buy soon. 3-day buy now getting close, not quite there yet. If we were to come back down, 0.0066 or 6.7 is the key level to hold. We have the 786 there plus the 200 moving averages on the 3-day chart where we found support the previous times. So yeah, just waiting to see that buy now flash. And if we can get above basically 1 cent, then it's likely that, we're ready to push up in a big way. But until then, we need to see that momentum, that buy now come in with the Stargate signals. But looking pretty solid. If we look at the 2-day chart, we saw buy now come in. Just like I said with all the other ones, do we have a buy come a little bit lower and then, go like that? That remains to be unseen. But where we're at, this is a bottom zone, 100%. 100% bottom zone. And if we see this trend line coming, we're at this trend line resistance coming down like that. We've had this support this whole way, like this as well too. But, looking to the past, we kind of had that same thing as well. And then we broke up, came back down one more time. It took a little more time than the rest. It does seem like. So that could be the case. That could be the case. But very great buying zone here as far as Stronghold goes. Looking at this momentum, we're kicking up. I'd love to see the pink get above the blue for that nail in the coffin. Looking at AIOZ, we are seeing on the 2-day chart, we had the buy now come in. Let's go to the 3-day chart. 3-day buy now has come in. We've seen that about 1 time, 2 times. AIOZ was a strong one, and it's at the bottom of the belly of the beast right now. So let's go to the 4-day chart. Getting close to flashing a buy now, not quite there yet, but very close. But that buy now, that flash here, we went down a little bit one more time, and then we sent it up. So yeah, waiting for that 4-day buy now to flash. It needs a little bit more, but getting above 40 cents will be key for AIOZ, holding above, and then ultimately it can come up. And if it can come up to the top of that hot zone, we're talking, more than a 10x from current levels. And this is a big AI play too. So yeah, let's look at the 5-day chart. We got 5-day prepare to buy soon, 6-day prepare to buy soon. The last time we saw a 6-day buy now is back here August 2023 before this big rally up. Let's look at the weekly chart. We likely have weekly prepare to buy soons. Let's look at the 8-day. We got 8-day. We got 9-day likely. We probably got a 10-day. Yeah, we got a 10-day. Incredible buying opportunities right now. 11-day prepare to buy soon, right? 12-day. No 12-day, but 11-day. We have it from basically a 2-day all the way up to an 11-day. Incredible. And we're in the belly of the beast. So looking at the very least set for a nice relief bounce at the very least. But yeah, this looks very solid and it's a great AI play. So AIOZ solid. If we take a look at what other ones did I say? I think I said Onondo. So Onondo, it's still in that belly of the beast. Great zone. We don't have as high as prepare to buy soons there, but we are getting that 3-day buy now. We haven't seen a 3-day buy now in all of Ondo's history. Solid to see that because the sells call the tops here. Seeing a 3-day buy now, very good. 2-day chart had the buy now back here. Buy now, call the lows here. Like I said, all of these likely have placed their bottoms. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, and just are working itself out. And of course, it all depends on Bitcoin as well too. But in my opinion, incredible buying opportunities and just levels where these coins are at. And yeah, Onondo needs to get above 93 cents, ideally above $1, and then it can start cracking back, trying to get above $1.50 to eventually $2. And in my opinion, still has the potential to hit $4.40 to around $8.80. Very strong coin. Just needs to work itself out and see this market structure of ribbon flip from red to green. We're in the early stages of that. It's kind of like we're right here, October 2024. And it was only a month after where we saw the big boom for all these coins. So very solid there. Looking at HBAR, 3-day prepare to buy soon, has yet to flash the buy now. It's lagging a little bit, but it's been holding up well. I mean, we came right down to that 3-day 200 moving average, which was at these prior highs here back in March 2024, April 2024. We got hung up here in November. We shot up, came right back down. 3-day prepare to buy soon. As you can see here, the buy nows, that flash here, were right before the big move up for HBAR. If we take a look, we got no 4-day buy nows, but 3-day prepare to buy soons. Likely 2-day buy now came in recently, and we're on critical support right now. If we were to go lower, 10 cents is incredible. But I wouldn't see that being the case if everything else is bottoming out. Seeing that the weekly chart, we're holding that 50-week moving average as well too at like around 14 cents. Critical must hold level for HBAR. And then we need to break above 20 cents. And then we can start looking at 30 cents, etc. But yeah, I'd want to see that 3-day buy now come in to be like, all right, we're ready to go. And now let's look at XLM. So XLM, no 3-day prepare to buy soon. It's been holding up pretty well. 2-day buy now came back here around 27 cents. We're at like 24 cents right now. We're holding key support, the 200 moving average here on the 2-day chart. As you can see, when we usually hold that, honestly, like looking back here, wow, very like strong support or resistance. The 2-day 200 moving average, you can see resistance, support, resistance, broke up heavy, back down to hold it as support. If we were to go any lower, 20 cents would be the ultimate must hold level for XLM. And then getting above 33 cents will be the key. But yeah, seeing the 2-day buy now, let's see if we had like a 4-day or anything like that. We didn't have a 3-day. We probably don't have it anywhere else. But yeah, so we have this downward sloping resistance as well too. We're kind of right at it. We had this downward sloping support, doing like a little wedge here, and we're getting close to that pinnacle. And we have that momentum on the 4-day chart since late December, bottoming out, and now we're close to a cross up. We need to see that orange get above the 20 line to confirm it. In tandem with a TSI cross getting above 0, we're golden. So that's XLM. XRP, we are waiting for that 3-day buy now signal, and it has not flashed yet, and we're not quite as close to doing it compared to all these other coins, but that could change out of nowhere with a catalyst. But yeah, holding where we're at right now is key. If we were to come any lower, I'd say $1.90 must hold. We tagged that level that I mentioned in my previous videos like a couple days before. XRP hit $1.60. That was the level that I was going to tag. It was the macro 786. That will be key to hold with a wick if we were to do it again. But really, I'd like to see $1.90 just hold, and then us to really get above $2.40 for us to see potential new highs here in that 3-day buy now flash. And yeah, so we're close but not quite there yet, but I can smell it. It's right around the corner, and it's going to happen suddenly. So that's a little altcoin analysis. We covered a whole bunch. We covered Onondo, Flare, ZBCN, XRP, XLM, HBAR, XCN, Stronghold, Velo, AIOZ. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys have a great Easter weekend, and I will connect with you guys in the Discord. Link is in the bio. Come there if you are not already in it, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Cheers.